Hey guys, it's Piper Gaming, where the motto is good gaming, gone bad. And welcome to chapter 7 of Arcade Spirits. We are getting close to the game. I've decided I'm going to try and push through and beat this game, because we are so close to ending it. So I'm going to take the next couple weeks and finish out the game, so that we can do the sequel. Because I do have a new challenger, which is the next game, and I do want to stream that, because I've been... Oh, it's a little too high. I've been harping on not getting that one because I've owned it for a while because I think I got it for like really dirt cheap. But we are here to do it now. So let me just transfer stuff over, and then cool. Just had to turn my graphics on. So when we left off, we had just opened up a new arcade. It's the first day of the new arcade because Francine died. Rest her soul. That's still so sad. So we're on episode 7, New Game Plus. Let's do this. Okay. Level 7, a New Game Plus. Okay. Let's do this. It is the distant future of... It is the distant future, year 20... And for the first time, I am entirely in control of my destiny. I'm no longer merely working in an arcade, now I'm working on my future. Which adamantly still involves working in an arcade. But still... my future. I'll admit it feels weird. I've grown so used to going with the flow, letting life batter and bruise me, that having a true and honest stand on the controls is a bit terrifying. Everyone's counting on me to keep the flame of Miss Francine's Funplex alive as we move to the era of retro game fun. And, well... I'm anxious, definitely. I'm nervous, who wouldn't be? There's so much riding on the success of retro game fun. Not just a paycheck, but the hopes and dreams of all my friends. And I can't forget about Ashley's hopes and dreams in particular. I'm not only anxious about this, the stress weighs heavily both on us. I don't want to let her down. I keep waiting for the universe to wake up and notice that I'm on a roll. If fickle fate could take away the Funplex, what could it do to retro game fun? You know, it's hardly a constructive attitude to have, but anxiety is really a logical thing. You can know the truth while your nerves tell you something else entirely. Now all that is left is to get through opening day without incident. Uh-oh. I arrived early that morning to go over any last-minute preparations and make sure everything is in order. Plus, Jennifer was sick of watching me pace back and forth at home after breakfast. So she lovingly shoved me out the apartment and told me to be productive. And I stood out the building, and the dream I poured my heart and soul into. I barely believe it's myself. I paused to let the reality finally hit me, and then stepped into my destiny. Pushing open the doors of Retro Game Fun, I was greeted by relative peace. Retro Game Fun? I was greeted by relative peace and quiet. Just the beeps and boops of people moving about doing last-minute preparations. We traveled a long and arduous road ever since the great Turvanspiracy. Gavin secured us a great rental space, an abandoned pizza place with all too familiar triangular roof. None of us wanted it, but we didn't care about the funny shape. Quirk is in our favor. I really couldn't have done all the renovations in the place needed without the help of our financial benefactor. Percy gave us a large chunk of his savings for this. I hope we can do right by him, considering it was going to go to charity originally. Now it's going to us. We want the familiar way if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And all that to show that we still got the spirit and passion that made the Funplex great. It's not all carbon copy. We got a few new additions that Francine would have even be proud of. The video wall was a nice touch. That one was my idea. It alternates between running music videos, game promos, and high score leaderboards. We also repainted and did a general update on the appliances and fixtures to give them a more finished feel. And let's say retired pizza place turned arcade vibe. After Gavin's theory about structuring our redemption games to have more generous and player-friendly payouts, he's confident in his numbers, and I'm confident in his confidence. There's no reason these games have to be carny scams. With the right balance, we can provide fun and rewards in the player at the same time. Of course, this means riding a razor's edge of math, but we can do it. Juniper and Ashley really nailed our grand experiment and unique branding. It's completely on point, but spearheading our advertising campaign, the buzz is building. Our hype train is pulling in passengers of all sorts, and the imagery they've created will ride with them long after they've left. Definitely the right call to make. All my choices made this. Made retro game fun, what it is. So much labor and love went into the project from all of us, and now all that is left is officially open these doors. But before the farewell hour begins, I want to do one last check of operation just in case. Since we opted for basic arcade, honestly, setup was breeze. Naomi and Ashley worked together to get the games up and running, and Ashley managed to impress Naomi when she pulled out her long-forgotten skills of electronics. Naomi should be busying herself with a double, triple, and even quadruple checking of every game prior to opening. So, talk to me. We good?
Hi.
Oh, hey Albert. Or should I call you boss? Albert's just fine. Okay, we're good to go, Albert. Great. So we're focusing entirely on the games. We need to make sure they're absolutely perfect. Agreed. And you can count on me to deliver. I'd better hurry up and finish my checks, though. We're opening soon. I want to finish this game. As you were, then. Toodles. Good. Now that I was too worried about the games, keeping things simple worked out well for us. Percy was right. Running a classic arcade is right in our wheelhouse. After my quick check, and I noticed the clock, its unforgiving hands tell me that it's not too long. Okay, breathe, Albert. Calm down. Everything is clearly under control. There's no need to freak out. You're just mistaking excitement for terror. This is exciting. It's a happy day. It's a happy first day for retro game fun. You can do this. You can do this. No. With all of us working together, we can do this. As long as no unforeseen problems pop up. Albert? I watched Ashley approach me immediately. I'm speechless. This is the first time I've seen Ashley's mascot costume for retro game fun. She's been keeping it under wraps for so long. Ashley and Juniper have been working really hard on it, matching all new marketing design for her newest mascot idea. I can't believe she managed to keep this costume a complete secret from me. I really had no idea, and upon seeing her in it, I'm overcome with emotion. It's just so... It's not my style, but it's in style. It's 100% Ashley. Oh wow! If you had to put this in line with other magical girl mascot outfits, I can easily pick this one out as being crafted by Ashley's hands. The style, the cuteness, the pink, the details. It's all screams Ashley. It's you through and through. And through and through, I love you. I'm so proud of you. It's well done. I expect nothing less of you, Ashley. It's such a relief with all the stress that I've been dealing with in regards to the new opening. To have one thing be flawless is going to make this opening go so much smoothly. I know my praise didn't have much an effect on Ashley, though I expect her to be bubbly happy self. She's always so excited to show me her cosplays and projects, but something is different here. She's completely downtrodden. Albert?
I hate it.
Your costume? What? What? Ashley, what do you mean? It looks fantastic. It's perfectly... Before I can finish, Ashley snatches up my words.
It's so awful. I hate everything about it. The bows are all wonky and some of the stitches didn't sew through properly on my skirt. The logo is all smudged looking and my prop staff has too many faults to list off. It's horrible.
It's fine, my love. Well, Ashley, calm down for a minute. I don't see any of the faults you're claiming. The stress must be getting Ashley too. I step towards her and attempt to ease her. I place my hand on her shoulder and look directly in her eyes. Honestly, truly, it looks amazing. You're amazing. I kiss her softly on top of her forehead and smile gently. Ashley looks back at me, blinking back tears. Her lower lips quiver. Her swallows once more before answering me.
I'm sorry. It's so awful. I've ruined everything.
No, you haven't! The floodgates open as tear begins streaking down her face. I quickly envelop Ashley in a hug and she continues to cry into my chest. You haven't ruined anything. We haven't even opened, so there's nothing to ruin. I try to make light of the situation to get her crack a smile, but it's the opposite effect and actually sounds harder.
It's supposed to be your big day. Your moment of glory, and here I am wasting your time.
No, you're not!
Energy. You shouldn't bother with me.
Shut the fuck up! I'll kick your ass! Ashley goes through my arms and pushed me away.
Just what I am. Just a waste of space.
No, you're not!
I'm nothing.
No, you're not! Where the heck is this coming from? I've never seen Ashley so this worked up a serious self-loathing bender. That's not true, Ashley. You're far from nothing. Every time I try to say this so nice, Ashley fights back, refusing to accept the truth, refusing to accept herself.
I don't deserve you. You should be with someone better.
No! Shut the fuck up!
Someone who's prettier.
Fuck off!
handsomer, more
Fuck
talented,
off, fuck off, fuck off, fuck off. Fuck off.
You're nicer than me.
Fuck off! But that is you. You are all those things. I love you wholeheartedly. She keeps spiraling further and farther into despair, her negativity crescendoing. Normally I have one of 3 different solutions to solve any number of problems, but for once, I don't think anything I say will help the situation.
You deserve someone who's got their life together. And who knows who they really are.
No. Fuck off. I don't want that. Trying to comfort her again, I put my arm around her. She retracts immediately from the touch. Her face contorts into a pain of disgust.
It's all ruined.
It's not. Ashley yells at me, and I'm silenced. As a wave of emotion crests, a pang of realization hits her that she's completely overtaken by her own emotions. She takes a breath, stifled by sobs.
Everything's ruined.
No, it's not! Tears roll continuously down her face, hitting the unrelentless arcade floor. Albert, I just can't. I can't do this. Ashley's words break my heart. How could she say such things about herself? This is not something I'm going to sit back and take lightly. Ashley needs help, just not from me. If I just keep pushing, it may push her away. What she really needs... Nothing. Nope. You should consider seeing a therapist. That's not a good thing to say. Do you want me to call a helpline? No. You need help from anyone that's not me. Yeah, because you're not going to listen to me. I tried everything I could think to reassure Ashley, and nothing I say has any meaning. No matter how many pleasantries I dote upon her, she won't accept herself. This is out of my hands. I implore you to talk with someone else. Maybe that can help you, even if I can't. Ashley, I'm saying this seriously because I care for you and I'm worried about you. I want you to be happy with yourself and love yourself. I mean, any of the other responses would have been an absolute asshole response. Saying, you should see a therapist. It's not a good idea. Ashley is stunned, and she stops crying, stifling up last year. She looks at me shocked. What? How dare you imply that I need help? All I need is for you to listen to me. I've been listening to you, and I've been trying to comfort you, but you aren't seeing the reason of my words. You don't believe me. I do believe you think that way. You're just wrong is all. I don't need you trying to convince me otherwise. And I certainly don't need any help. I'm fine. You're not fine. I want Ashley to understand why this is important. Yeah, many people seek help from professionals. You're in denial. Nope. Nope. Tell her these things are terrible ideas. Let me help you with this. Ashley, I may not be able to help you myself, but I can at least help you get the proper people that can. I can emphasize and be here for you, but I can't guide you through this myself. But I know it's scary and it's hard to accept help, but if you remember just a little bit ago, I had to do it too. It wasn't easy, and it took you and everyone else from the Funplex to lift me up from my rut. Without your Waketervention and this Waketervenspiracy, I'd still be lost. But I did it, and I know you're strong. You can do this too. You don't understand anything. Ashley averts her gaze to the floor and sniffles. I need to go reapply my makeup before I tend to the floor. She completely ignores what I've said and runs off. I am left in wake of feelings and I don't know how to handle this. Fortunately or unfortunately, my attention is focused on my now buzzing phone. Beep beep, Albert. You should have opened the doors 3 minutes and 24 seconds ago. Oh shit. Oh, bleh. 25 seconds, 26 seconds, 27 seconds. I get it, Iris. Thanks. I'll be right there. Okay. Iris fades away and I close my phone. I guess I need to concentrate on officially opening Retro Game Fun now. But first, I should change into a non-tear soaked hoodie. I can't handle this right now. As much as I want to stop everything and sort through this mess, I've got a job to do today. There will be time to patch things up with Ashley. Presumably. I need to at least try to put this turmoil behind me, so I can focus on the first day of Retro Game Fun with a smile. Despite reeling from the incident just now, and despite my nerves, I'm ready to do this because I have to be ready, no choice. I've got big plans for opening ceremony. I've got to open the door, give my prepared speech for the gathered masses, and stay on hand to greet gamers as they enter. Stepping to the forefront, I grasp the door handle and throw the gates to the Retro Game Fun wide. Welcome, friends! Welcome to Retro Game Fun! Welcome! Welcome, all of you! I hope that... And off. I don't even have time to finish one line from my big dramatic speech. The crowd spills to the door and runs right past me, eager to get to the games. Immediately, the arcade filled with sounds of beeps and boops, games starting up, and people laughing with delight as they find their favorites. Well, there goes my entire opening ceremony plans out the window. I had all sorts of stuff planned, but if folks want to get gaming, who am I to argue? A few minutes of final checks around the place, I decided to move to phase 2 and meet and greets around the arcade. I walked like the arcade, like I did on my floor tenant days, talking to the folks and making sure everything's running smoothly. Although I could probably track down Ashley too, assuming she wants to talk. Yet, which may not be the case. Retro Game Fun is my domain, open for my exploration. Where should I visit first? Queen Bee and Ashley are talking with some arcade newbies. Near the arcade, Ashley's showing off her new cosplay to Queen Bee. I know she has her misgivings about it, but people are really digging the costume. She's got a decent crowd of people around her, and that combined with the normal fans that surround Queen Bee, we got ourselves a pretty nice gathering. See that one new customer has garnered the attention of Queen Bee and Ashley. Hey, look, kid, a real life in the wild newbie. Welcome to Retro Game Fun. We're happy to have you join us on opening day. Despite her earlier spike of depression, she seems to at least be able to keep up good cheer for the customers, even though it might be faked. Thank you. As much as I'd like to pull Ashley aside and talk things over to her, it's probably best not to air any dirty laundry in front of customers. I'll just wait until it's a more opportune moment. Child, yes, you, young one, tell Albert here what you told us. That I've, never used a joystick before in my life. I mean, I've mostly been to Deco's Palace or played games on my phone, touchscreens and stuff and all that. I've never really been much of a gamer, but all my friends are here today, so I'm figuring I might try one out. Never, not even once played a joystick? Can you believe it? Yes, we've all been there, no point in faulting them for it now. Duh, but that's just too cute. I ought to be young and innocent again. And don't worry at all, Retro Game Fun is the right place to learn. We are friendly, inviting, and sort of arcade, no mad skills required. Here, it's all about having fun. Oh yes, you know what's super fun? Learning how to play Fist in its comfort. Trust me. Want to go a few rounds? I'll even spot you some tokens. Seeing Queen being caught, Ashley quickly tries to offer something else. Or, you could join me for a round or two of TMNT. That'll like a fully cooperative brawler game to ease you into things. Best way to learn is jump head first in a deep end. I say no regrets. Just smashing buttons and moving that joystick. And when you're starting with the hottest title, you've got a built-in community to learn from, right at your fingertips. But turtles who are ninjas. Looks like I might need help jump in and persuade this kid to choose a game. They look at the deep trapped in the highlight, stuck in the crossfire. Go with Ashley. You want some friendly fun, right? Ashley's right. Let's start you out right. 2 buttons, 1 stick, endless fun. Ashley wants to show our new friend. Ashley, want to show our new friend the Magic Mutant named after the famous painters? Oh, I do. Oh, do I? Let's beat up some conveniently bloodless robot ninjas and get the shell shocked. Okay, sure. Lead the way. And gone. There goes my chance to talk to Ashley, although I'm not sure she wanted to talk to me right now anyway. Another time for chance. The newbie seems happy with the decision, even if it's just because they got to play with Ashley, who's a bit less intimidating. Aww! I was looking forward to decimating the newbie quite a bit. In a good-natured way, of course. I'm still learning from my teammates in 4HK, and I'm eager to pass the lessons on. Okay, I'm going back to beat the crap out of fodder. You have fun out there, okay? You've earned this day, though, your blood, sweat, and tears. Hopefully more blood than sweat and tears, but you've got the idea. Time for me to move on. Naomi fixes Tails dancing in which seemed to have crashed. Most of the time I'm drawn to Showtime stage because of the flashing lights and hip beats, not because it's completely silent, no music at all. As I approach, I see Naomi feverishly working on it. As seeing the whole thing without tunes synced to its flashy lighting rig going, it's kind of depressing, and listening to Naomi mutter as she works, and she undoubtedly feels the same way. This was working fine earlier. Why isn't it working now? Oh. Fortunately, Tails providing surprisingly knowledgeable about the inner workings of his favorite game. You may need to re-image the hard drive. I know some gray area website where you can get a replacement copy of files if needed. This is the 3rd release version of Showtime Stage software, right? They're easier to come by on the more modern 4th version, oddly enough. The files aren't the problem. I think the hard drive itself was damaged in shipping, and if so, well, you might not be able to dance at all today. I have to order a new part. I'm sorry, there was just so many games to get up and running, I might have missed the ticking time bomb of hardware failure. Hey, it's cool. Don't need to get my groove on all the time. Showtime Stage is one of our flagship games. It's flashy, it's exciting, and Tails' moves bring crowd in. Getting it working on opening day is priority. I don't want to... Naomi, can we hold a hard drive? Can we pull a hard drive from a different game to reformat it? This is the only game which we have which uses a hard disk, right? We can pull and reformat one from another game using Tails files and make a clone of Showtime Stage. Well, I mean, voluntarily the same in one of our other games, but... Wait, I know! Wild Rider! That piece of poop is always crashing on us. And it's not like it's very popular. Let's take the drive from it and make it a Showtime Stage drive. I can get that up and running in an hour. Sounds perfect. I'll send you the files and get a bite to eat and get back time to show everyone what a great dance community we got in Retro Game Fun. So it'll take a bit of time, but we'll stage back into working order good. Maybe we'll get another opening day without any major problems aside from this. Before I go, I spot a gamer who's been watching super curious about what's going on. I can swear I've seen this guy before. Maybe in a crowd or something. Hey! Is Showtime Stage really hosed? For now, yes, but we'll have it fixed up as soon as we can. Oh man, I want to get my groove on. That's a bummer. You know, I might know a guy who knows a guy who can get you a replacement super cheap. Or like any other game you want, anything, as long as you know, don't ask too many questions. Thanks for your generous offer, but we're fine. No reason I mean, our lampshade was likely meant for an open invitation to do some crimes. I'm happy to see your enthusiasm for Retro Game Fun, but I think we can handle this. Sorry we can't play your favorite game right now, but it'll be fixed soon. The gamer shrugs it off, not too offended. It's cool, Just figured I'd offer. I dig this place. It's got a little bit of everything. I like it. I'll just come back later to wow all the ladies with my hot style. Later. That was odd. But as they face back in the crowd, I decided to move on. Where should I visit next? Gavin and Percy hanging out near the change machine. So we decided to stick with the basics. There aren't too many places to hang out and not play games. It's all games all the time. Surprisingly, Percy and Gavin have found a quiet corner near the change machine. Tanked. Completely tanked. I'm glad for your little tip. I'm ready to invest a good chunk of my pocketbook in that company. All my hard work would have tanked right alongside it. This is par for the course when my siblings snatched up technology companies as a pump and dump in essence. They stir up excitement in the acquisition, then drop it once it gets cold. I've never seen one of their endeavors bear fruit for very long. Thanks to their short attentions, their short memory, I'm glad I could save you from heartache. No offense. I think you can handle a few accidental heart-related puns without going into cardiac arrest, my good fellow. But it's good to avoid a pothole in the road of finance, yes, especially with so many of my resources already tied into Retro Game Fun. I approached him with what seems to be a natural flow of conversation, although talk of finances in itself is quite downing. So, stock market talk? Indeed, I do like to do my trades in the morning before I come to the arcade, get all the bother over with so I can focus on Moopy. I found we're being astoundingly boring at the moment, Albert. Two overly serious gentlemen talking about finances. That's fine. I'm adulting at 110% efficient today. Having started a new business myself, I should probably learn about how like money works. Oh, would you like to know about? Taxes. I never had to file business before. Okay, so I usually just fill out a bunch of numbers on a website and pay someone else to worry about taxes for me. I don't think I can do it anymore, can I? At the risk of falling asleep on my feet, teach me the ways of Byzantine tax codes. Ha! Gavin chuckles after watching a caveman try to play with this new thing called fire. Doesn't really have a concern for me. If you want hired, it's why you've hired me. After all, if I could keep Miss Francine's arcade afloat, I can keep Retro Game Fun from sinking. Besides, we have a few months yet before I need to start chugging anti-acid in bulk and pulling long lines in front of spreadsheets. I'm just focusing on the here and now. Yeah, I guess I'm jumping the gun a bit on that. The two sink deeper and deeper into conversation about currency exchanges, fiscal policy, tax rate changes, and I start to lose consciousness. I admire their passion, but there's only so much adulting I can handle in one day, and I need to reserve some for later. And then I notice a customer having some problems with the change machine. She frowns as she swipes her credit card through the slot, and again, a little red arrow light popping up as she does so. Oh, come on. This was working earlier. Sensing an opportunity to provide excellent customer service and further improve my adulting chops, I step in to help. Hello, good morning. I'm the manager here. Can I be of some assistance? She looks awfully familiar. Have we met before? Oh, right, I invited her to check out my arcade, didn't I? Guess that's why she's here. Hey, good to see you. Love what you've done with this place. Just love it. But something's wrong with your credit card readers. My card's legit. I was using it earlier with no issue, but now it's all messed up and stuff. Can you help me? I can pay in cash if I got it. I'm not trying to duck and run on you, but I really prefer to use the card. I'm gonna have Iris do this. Fortunately, I haven't have an expert in all things digital in my employee. She can clear up your credit card problem nice and quick. Oh, Iris! Sure thing, miss. Can you please whip your card across my screen? It takes a customer's rest. She hesitated briefly before doing yes. Right, you have an Iris. Now remember that. Now processing, please enjoy this recorded music. Dance break. Huh. credit card was declined. Canceled even. I'm sure this is just a misunderstanding, but whatever. I got cash. Plenty of cash. It's no problem at all. I'll take care of myself. Thanks for trying. She quickly goes about her business, using a fistful of ones and various bits of change to pay her way through. Seemed a little eager to get out of here, actually. That's odd. Really odd. I might need to keep an eye on that one. With the matter settled, it's back to wandering the car came. Where to next? Before I continue my path, Gavin pops up directly in front of me. Stop whatever you're doing and look to the door without making it look like you're looking for anyone specific. What? Okay. What am I pretending not to be looking for? Miss Janine DeFame. I have no idea who that is. The top arcade critic in the city. Her reviews can make or break an arcade easily. I didn't think she'd be coming today, as normally some little independent arcade is beneath her interest, but apparently she made an exception. If we don't want to end up smeared across every website she writes for, I suggest you go play nice and show her all the positives of retro game fun. Okay, I'm on it. That's foot forward. She's the redhead near the entrance with a handbag. Best of luck. I really spotted her thanks to Gavin Keys. Considering this morning lacked the usual chaos I experienced on my first day at the Funplex, I say we'd offer a great start. I'm sure the reviewer will appreciate that. Wearing my most professional smile, stroll over to the entrance. You! I remember you! Oh no. Oh no. My dear, wonderful Josh had a miserable time in your arcade at that birthday party. You just stood back and let that horrible woman say terrible things about me. Well, this arcade was fun while it lasted. Might as well burn it all down to ashes and build a new arcade out of those ashes 100 years from now, after this blows over. Before I could try to defend myself, she held up a hand and stopped me. Now, while I seriously question the wisdom of allowing you to run this arcade, I would love nothing more than to give you 0 stars and walk away immediately. I am unfortunately committed by ethics standards to stay and properly review your establishment in a relatively unbiased fashion. So as unpleasant as this may be for both of us, I suggest we remain professional. Even if you've dug yourself a rather deep hole to climb out of, in my view. Understood? If I don't want to go on a tryout or chew her out, I've got to think of the arcade. This isn't some random angry parent, not this time. It feels like chewing ground glass, but I should swallow my pride on this. Understood. Excellent. What I need of you now is to stay out of my way. No special treatment or consideration. I need to observe your arcade as a disinterested outside party, so that I can judge your facility and atmosphere. But rest assured, if I see some erroneous mistake, I will bring it to your attention, pointedly. My readers likewise will become very aware of your shortcomings. I do my best to support consumer activism that requires absolutely honest of any difficulties I observe. So until such time as I require you, I suggest we speak no further. Agreed? Sure. Fine. As you were then. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Now later she hated us right off the bat, but I can't even leap to the fence of what we've built here without antagonizing her further. I made to talk to Gavin about how to save retro game fun from the inedible negative review. Nothing else I can do now but pray to the arcade gods that everything from here on goes perfectly. Once again, I wandered the floor, but this time while out of smiles and pleasantries outside, I left alone battling my thoughts. This is certainly not helping my anxiety, mind you. Being under a magnifying glass means anything that can go wrong will go wrong in spectacular fashion. Reported on across every arcade enthusiast website in existence. No, wait, stop. Bad thinking. Don't assume things will go wrong. Besides, this morning wasn't too eventful. Who said this afternoon will be a disaster? And then the afternoon was a disaster. I knew I'd spoken too soon the second I saw Gavin approach me with a tinge of worry furrowing his brow.
Utterly ridiculous.
I shouldn't be possible for us to be out of notches in the money machine. This is fast, and yet we are. I have receipts for ordering exactly enough to fill them up, and yet there are only a few bags in there. A missed delivery, perhaps? And that was the least of our problems. Albert, we got an electrical problem. 3 of our retro games have shorted out. I don't understand. I tested the power supply, outright rebuilt a few of them. Unless someone's seriously scuffling their sneakers and shocking the coin boxes, we're talking to failures somewhere in electrical wiring. Calamity after catastrophe that keeps piling up. All the toilet stopped working. All of them. We need to call a plumber fast, and not the one that jumps on turtles. Anxiety rising. What are we gonna do? That doesn't make any sense. I'm freaking out. I'll admit that. I'm freaking out. Maybe we should close that for today. Iron out the wrinkles and getting it tomorrow. We're actually losing our grip on this. If I don't say anything, we may need to call it quits. I may refocus our energy. Ask for help. Well, okay, we can look. I know we're all looking at me for the leader here, but I'm not really the expert when it comes to any of this. I need your help. And you, I trust you. Each of you knows how to deal with problems like this. If we really dig deep and think about it, what do you think we should do? The group exchanges nervous glances, then thankfully stops to breathe and thinks. I'll become a plumber we need. I mean, not exactly, but I'll grab a plunger and do what I can. We'll have to close down the bathrooms for now, but I'm sure we can convince one of our neighbors to loan us theirs, maybe? I'll check next door with them before I go to battle with our demonically possessed toilets. And while I say this vending machine issue is human error, I've had enough faith in my own error checking to say this human is not responsible. I'll make some calls with our distributor and see where our chain broke down. Also see about ordering some quick replacement stock. Might be more complex. I need to replace the fried power supplies, but I can do that. I can do most of those today. Meanwhile, I'll put a feeler out for the indie arcade community online. See if we can get an electrician with an arcade experience out there quickly. I've been meaning to get back in the online groups, and even if it means popping my head up in the crowd, I'll do it. Okay, good solutions, people. Good solutions. I won't be able to work on the floor while I'm taming my restrooms. Albert, you good with covering me? Things will be getting more intense as the day picks up. Please focus on your task at hand. I may be the boss, but I was a floor attendant originally. I can handle whatever retro game fun throws at me. Got it? Gotcha. But I'm changing out of this first. I don't want to get poo water all over my new mascot, Toodles. I'm on it. You can count on me. I'm happy to see Ashley at least seemed better in spirits, even if she doesn't realize it. I'm glad to have her passion and lightheartedness inspire those around her. With all three busy, they leave me in charge of every problem that may emerge for the rest of the afternoon. No way to tap out with someone to help me with those situations. I need to work fast, but hit every problem before it's too late. Can't any stone go a turn this time. No risk of letting someone spiral out of control. But I'm ready. I mean it. I have to be. No choice. Feeling firstly invigorated, I start my floor track. There's problems all around, which I tackle first. Yeah, the video wall keeps showing pictures of bunnies? The return television-based wall was an idea I came up with during renovations. Neymar is the whole thing off a cheap mini computer, cheap, practical, and inexpensive, and it gives it just the perfect amount of flair. And I'm pretty proud of it, up until this morning. For some reason, it's showing nature documentaries about cute and fluffy bunnies instead of retro music videos and arcade high scores. Not that bunnies are a bad thing, necessarily. There are so many worse things that could be playing, but it's still not playing what I want it to play. Something to miss. As I'm hunting around the remote control, we found the Plaza tail purchase. Bunnies, huh? Yep, bunnies. Interesting choice, Albert. Not my choice, Tail. I'll have it fixed in a moment. Okay, cool. I was wondering if we suddenly experienced a paradigm shift in the arcade theming or something. These bunnies are really cute, though. Grabbing the remote, I flick it back to the channel 3, which should take the video feed to Naomi's system. And it flips it back to bunnies on the channel 5 a few seconds later. Persistent, aren't they? Almost like the rabbits themselves. So I click back to channel 3, and nope, once again it refers back to 5. Okay, clearly we're dealing with a master hacker, one who can modify Naomi's system despite having no physical access to it. An individual capable of truly hacking the planet. Yeah. Or to practical with the universal TV remote. I got one of those myself, helps me turn off overly loud TVs and bars which drown out the beats of whatever game I'm playing. Not that I would ever do that, mind you, just in case. But with great power comes great responsibility, and clearly whoever's forcing us to watch these lack later. How would I suddenly check the crowd to see if anybody got a clear line of sight and pointing at the gadget at the video wall each time you change it? I strap for help, but I'm going to deny Tails' offer. Sure, go for it. The war for remote control continues for another moment, back and forth from music video documentary about rabbits. And now it's showing them mating, which I'm seriously hoping does not count as pornography, or be another black mark against us with certain arcade critic. It's only been a few moments, but I feel like an eternity contemplating the Lego Morphs before Tail returns. Found him, orange jacket, standing near the pinball section. Thanks, Tail. No worries, anything for you, Albert. I roll my sleeves up my hoodie, ready to put an end to this. Wait a minute, isn't the arcade needy from earlier? They didn't seem to be a troublemaker at the time. What's going on here? Nope, it's definitely this kid. I can see the tiny plastic gadget in their hand. Breathe before they pocket it. Perhaps noticing my approach, he needed to roll stealth and get snatched around, resulting in an awkward, obvious attempt to look in an unimportant part of the crowd. Hey! Didn't do anything! Hi! Good to see you again. What's up? How are things? Given this living bundle of nerves, I'm not sure I feel like coming down on a ton of bricks like him. But rules are rules, right? I'm sorry, but I know you're the one changing the TV channel. I'm not. I mean, you are, but it's okay. It's not really a big deal if you go. Kindly stop doing it from now on. We can let this go. It's not like you're doing anything seriously wrong, okay? Just stop changing the channel. Okay, sorry. I wasn't trying to cause trouble. I mean, I was, but never mind. Okay, I'll stop talking to you. Bye. And they're gone, slipping back into the crowd. That was weird. What's going on here? I decided to look around a bit more, hoping for some clues. What trouble should I investigate next? A small crowd is gathered near the back of the arcade for some reason. It's especially odd because there's no games here, just some great wall art and posters that Cheater came up with. It's also especially odd that the crowd is ignoring Queen Bee over said poster. Charming. Real charming. Hey kid, you seen this? Seen what, Juniper? Juniper's marketing must be on point to get that amount of attention. If only it was, kid. Here, let me show you. Queen Bee pushes past the crowd, glaring at them as she goes. Grow up, you don't have better things to do? Sheesh, some people. And I see what locals are swarming in Siegfried. Juniper made a bunch of posters decorating based on Ashley's pixel art design of the arcade. All part of our branding and marketing experience. Except when you draw a big old ding-dong and a permanent magic marker and use the heart as a base, well, it gets rather naughty. A fact in which is not lost on Miss DeFame, who turns up her nose and improvises wall art. Great. Just great. So yeah, someone's gonna defile a bunch of our posters. Fortunately for you, I got a good look at them just as they were walking from this one. Big guy wearing a pair of blue shutter shades. I'm more into virtual fisting than real world fisting, but I've got your back if you need to roll up this guy. He looks bad news. Thanks, but I can't have you acting as official arcade security. We don't have official security jackets for starters. Plus, I'm the manager. It's my duty to take care of this one. Yeah, good luck with that. My advice? Call the cops if you have to. The whole situation smells funny to me. Hey you, no photos! Queen Bee yanks down the poster adorned with pornographic graffiti before it goes viral. She leaves the confrontation to me while she does her part to clean things up. It doesn't take long to track the guy down. For starters, there he is, rather unique fashion style, also spotted in the middle of the crowd, another graffiti stick. Caught red-handed. Kinda hard to give him the benefit of the doubt, or even a second chance. He clearly broke through his arcade. I think it looks like the sort who could break me if I break the news badly to him. I should choose my words wisely, one that involves singing in one piece. Maybe we can avoid a scene by asking him to just stop. It's worth a try, at least. Hope this brings eternally. Sir, please stop. And then he straightens out pocketing the item he was committing arcade crowd with all nonchalantly. What? I wasn't doing nothing. Yes, you were. I know, in fact, exactly what you were doing. I'm the manager here, and I'd like to ask you to kind of knock it off. I don't want to have to eject you from the arcade. Understood? At first he growls a little bit, ready to protest an innocence, before holding himself back. Lucky I'm under orders, nerdo. Fine. Whatever you want. As he walks off into the crowd without another word, I lifted a seat of utter confusion over their exchange, but I'll take it hesitantly. Iris? Yeah, I'll keep an eye on him, though, through the security video feeds. Don't worry, I'll let you know if he resorts to his nefarious ways. I'll handle it without causing any incident, although I'm vague on what he meant by orders exactly. With that in the bag, I look around and see there's any other problems I can address. As we were clanging a bag of someone assaulting a cabin, I see Percy holding up a finger to grab my attention, motion for him to join me as he does. Thank goodness I tried to grab Ashley, but she was in a hurry, brandishing a plunger like it was some sword. So much going on right now. What's happening? Some hooligans working his way down the retro game, yelling at them, smacking around the joystick like they're speed bags. I swear he's going to knock over a joust. That's how hard he's shoving the cabinet. People have been avoiding going near him ever since he started raging out. It's causing quite a scene. I'll take care of it, Percy, thanks. Be careful, love. I don't like the looks of this one. He placed the hand on my shoulder in solidarity before leaving. This happens more often than you think. Someone getting so mad at the game they start smacking the cabinet around. Unlike pinball, which will go into tilt mode to punish you. The only justice can be found here in my justice. I'm the arcade law. You piece of game! I totally jumped over that barrel, monkey, and its barrels. Even if, I'm a little less than eager to bring the law down on this guy. I'm in awe of the size of this lad. He probably eats 6 whole hams for breakfast and bench presses pickup trucks for fun. But I know my duty. I know what I must do. For the record, you smash that thing to bits, you have to buy the bits. And the first one's not free. Nor do we have a break another for free policy. The man starts turning his ear towards me and away from the game. You got a problem? Oh good, just what I needed right now. From the corner of my eye, I spot Mr. Fame watching. But I laid on the law. I run this place, see, and I don't like people breaking my games. So you play nice, you play by the rules, or you can go play with yourself. Understood? No more hitting games, period. You little... But oddly, his attention is diverted to something... or someone behind me. It's only a couple of seconds, but his whole demeanor changes after that. Fine. He starts off deciding he'd rather have the last word than argue the further. I turn to see who was exactly changed his mind in a sharp glance, but the crowd is too thick. Whoever or whatever is gone now. And Mr. Fame returns to the crowd without a comment. Hopefully quite improving my law bringing. That was odd, but I guess it's a win-win. Now then, the problem to address next. Before I continue my quest to purge my arcade of evildoers, I'm noted by an onslaught of my hardworking staff. I knew it! Albert, I'm missing inventory. When I get my hands on whoever did this, I find the electrical problem. Albert. Sabotage! Sabotage and treason! An enemy agent walks among us. Okay, so we have some insight on what's causing all these messes, but it's chaotic jumble right now. One at a time, please. Our suspiciously no slack inverter was neat, not human error. The delivery truck never arrived here. It was routed to a garbage dump due to computer error, or as I suspect, malfeasance. And malfeasance explains our electrical problem, too. Remember I joke about someone scuffing their feet and shocking the coin problem? Nope, they actually what happened. An internal shock, not a grid failure. Someone's got a battery or some other shock prod and was using it to crash the games. Must be the same someone who flushed a bunch of wadded up paper towels and firecrackers down the toilets. It's a war zone in there. I was able to dredge up one super gross chunk of it, but we'll need a professional plumber to get the rest. This all sounds way too suspicious to be random acts of hooliganism, and it's all ties with what I've ever been handling on the floor. I've had to deal with pranksters all afternoon too. I've been busy playing firefighter, running from place to place with a leaky bucket. I haven't been able to put the pieces together, but now it's clear, and now I know what to do. Good work, everyone. I'm proud of you, but the job's not finished yet. Gavin, orders replacement inventory. Ashley, find a plumber the best we can afford. Now they finish up replacing the prior fry. As for me, I'm gonna have a word with our miscreant. You know who's to blame for this mess? I've got a pretty strong suspicion. Go get him, Albert. With enough solidarity, as all of us split up, each of on our own mission to thwart the Ne'er-Dwellers, an opportunity to throw to begin our conversation. My nerves haven't stopped jangling since the morning, but well, my friends are counting on me to lead, to be the responsible one. I can't force this off onto Gavin like I might have done with Funplex. Finding my quarry in particular difficulty. She's been in the background the whole time, watching and waiting as I ran around trying to put the lid on mayhem. Her eyes studied me as I approached, grinning ear to ear.
Hiya.
Hi.
Hello there. Figured it out, huh?
Yes. Yeah, I can't say I understand the why, but at least I know the who. The magic fashion design was a pretty big clue.
We get some formal introductions in order. Yeah, okay. The name's Sue. Natural born leader. Hacker extraordinaire. And leader of the Ghost Monsters. The hottest gang on these streets.
Uh-huh.
Pleased to meet ya.
She playfully curtsies, her wicked smile never ceasing.
And yeah, I guess my friends were a little wild and crazy, leaning a bit heavy on the pranks. But clearly, you were cool with that, since you didn't kick any of us out.
Uh-huh.
I respect that. I really do. Shows you know it's all in good fun.
Is it though?
Let me make it up to you, okay?
Sue sits back and taps the button on her smartwatch. And in front of the crowd of gamers, her whole gang ensembles. Gang, this is... What's your name again? Mr. McFeelsy. Gang, this is Albert. Albert, this is Inky, Binky, Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. Now then. She turns her face to Ghost Monsters. You were all very, very naughty, and I say he's owed an apology. A big fat I'm sorry from each of you. Don't you agree? Each of them mumbled semi-coherent, apology. Yeah, whatever, sorry. Real sorry. Gosh, I'm so sorry, Mr. McFeelsy. I'm really sorry. When they finished, you faced me once again.
There. Everybody's sorry, which means everybody's forgiven. Correct?
No.
Because, and this is me being real with you, I like this arcade. I really do. It beats the crap out of Deco's Palace, that's for sure. I can easily see this being our new home.
Yeah.
I admire what you've done with the place.
Uh-huh.
It's totally awesome, and I'm really looking forward to coming back. Again and again. I definitely don't want to end our first day here on a sour note. No, no. I'm so glad we can...
You're funny.
Adults. Apologize for being naughty and move on. Now, okay. We may still ruffle a few feathers while we're here, but that's cool, right?
No. No, it's not.
Understand that it's all fun and games. Nothing personal. So, what do you say, Brad? All's forgiven?
I paused, taking everything to ram about. Let me get this straight. You scare our customers, mess with our television sets, smash up and short-circuit our games, clog our toilets, redirect our mail orders, expect a second chance to cause trouble after I've already let you first wave of chaos slide, draw dongs on all of our posters, and you want me to smile and let you come back tomorrow? But where's Brother Fraser, the screen still lingering? Yep. Yeah, that sounds about right. I love this arcade. I think we could be great friends. What do you say, partner? Wait for my response. She holds up a fist bump. Yeah. Look, I'm sure you're all good kids at heart, but if I let you hang out around here and you cause more problems, it's no good for any of us. If you sincerely love retro game fun, you'll understand I can't let you ruffle feathers, as you put it. I need to make sure everyone's having a good time. Well, yeah, I mean, I get that, right? So I might be willing to offer you another chance if you promise me you'll follow the rules from now on. That's the best I can do, okay?
No helping it.
Well, I'd like to work with you here, really, but promise is kind of steep ask. Something's wrong. I'm a pretty empathetic sort of guy. I can tell when someone's being legit with me, and she's clearly genuine about wanting to come back, but she seems conflicted. How hard is it not to back hack machines and run wild? Why would that be a problem? Okay, see, normally I give you my word, it's bomb, but well, no ifs and or buts. I need your word if you're going to rebuild trust with you. We don't need to have to get the police involved here, right? We can keep this between us. So you raise an eyebrow on that. Whoa.
Put the brakes on. Bad idea, friend. Really bad idea. You don't want to even think about getting the cops involved in this. No. Because, and this is me being honest with you because we're on such good terms, it won't do you any good.
Yeah, I know why.
Out and back on the streets within a day. We've got friends in high places. We don't sell drugs or weapons. We sell information. And information, as a currency, is far more valuable than what other gangs trade in. So if we're doing this, we don't involve the pigs. Any problems, come to me direct. That's my rule. Break that rule. And, well, you don't want to see what I can do with the push of a single button.
So now you're threatening me.
I'm just telling you how it is. What you do now is entirely up to you.
Before you continue to try it, we're rather really interested. Oi! Sue! How do you think you're doing here? The thick tension that surrounded us melts away, redirected to the new challenger. All glares toward them. Oh, great. Okay, Albert, hold that thought. I got business to attend to. Damn right you do! Ghost monsters don't operate south of the 23rd Street. You damn well know this is lovely chainsaw territory. Get lost or get tossed. If I wasn't confused before, I sure as heck am now. All I could do was watch this unfurl before me. With a clap, Sue summons her buddies to their side. I'm sorry. Something what? I don't recall setting a non-compete agreement with you darlings. Oh, let's go. Oh, ghost monsters. This locker room gossip queen is disrespecting your fearless leader. What do we say to that? Nobody disses Sue on my watch. Nobody. Yeah, and I ain't scared to hit a chick. I'm an equal opportunity socially malicious individual. I think you got your answer, ladies. Now then, let's rumble. Well, to their credit, they didn't throw the first punch. We're talking Han didn't shoot first level moral high ground here. Immediately, ghost monsters and lovely chainsaws are each other, so it's grappling, punching, shoving at each other. As baseball baskets swung and clang off the side of racing games, soda cans are thrown, someone uproots a chair near the snack machine, and then goes flying too. If chaos, it's chaos, complete and utter chaos. And it needs to stop now. Iris! Already calling the cops, Albert. As for me, it's funny, when you start out the day anxious about what the future may bring, once the future goes completely to poop, well, the anxiety just fades away. There's something oddly freeing about seeing your world crumble around you. There's nothing left to face, and that means I can swing into action ready to face it. Party 1, get the customer the hell out of here. Gavin, Ashley, Ariana. I join in, trying to funnel a panicked crowd of kids and gamers out the door and away from the carnage. This way, hurry! In an orderly fashion, please. Out! Everybody out! With our focus on loading the place with arcade games and nothing more, it doesn't leave a lot of room to work with. Nor is it just much of an octagon, the remarkably sloppy mixed material art brawl breaking out. We're going to have a lot of game damage with all said and done. Damn it! I'm not letting that get away with this. Until now, it's been a world's sloppiest barroom brawl. Teenagers flailing at each other wildly, generally wrecking the scene rather than each other. But now she's pulled out a gun. Not some arcade light gun, but a real-life shooting and killing gun. This isn't happening, this cannot be happening. But this is 100% happening. The leader of the Chainsaw Gang raises her weapon and takes aim at Sue, trying to end this. But our target is conveniently tucked behind Miss Defame and Tail. If I don't do so, someone's going to get serious here. My brain races. Calm accepted wash over me. This is how things will be. No helping it. One chance of doing something good of chaos. Time slows to me like I'm trapped in a dream state. Pure instinct takes over and I start running towards them. We gotta protect her. Get down! And I got shot. Holy... What did you do? I was aiming for Sue. Pigs! Pigs! Run for it! Stay cool and wipe the footage first. Do it. Stay with us, Albert. Stay with us. Help is on the way. Yeah, I got shot. Oh, hi, Francine. I just want to make everyone's dream for... I wanted to make a dream for everyone to enjoy. That's all. Was that so wrong? It's what you would have done. That's what you did do. For all of us. But I guess no good deed goes unpunished, huh? The McFealty family curse. Bye, Francine. Ouchie! I got hurted. Slowly, very slowly, I opened my eyes. The soft beeping of medical monitor greets me as well as an angel in white. Well, an angel in a white lab coat. Well, they're no heavenly being, but they do appear my doctor, armed with nothing more than a clipboard. I'm still lazy to briefly explain the situation. Thanks to my wild theatrics, I startled the shooter enough to a bullet miss its intended target. Instead, it went into my leg, which hurts like hell, but apparently resulted in a surprisingly clean shot that I'll recover in a few weeks. 2 days in the hospital, a week or two on crutches, some limping, then I'll be back to 100%. And more importantly, nobody died. I can live with this momentary pain if someone else gets to live. Period. So, could have been better. Could have been worse. Doctor haven't given me a report, leaves me to treat the other patient. But they do inform me of where I have a visitor. At least there's a plus side. I just wonder who it is. Ashley peeks around the curtain enclosing me and into my makeshift hospital room. Her face speaks volumes of how rough of a weight this has been. Her cheeks are stained with tears, and there are dark circles underneath her eyes. Has she been here the whole time? I spy a week later, and she instinctively rushes over my side, clutching the bedding, tucking me in. Fresh tears plop from her face and stare a bed. I thought I was never going to see you again. I thought I was never going to be able to hug you or touch you again. I thought I lost you forever. I gently put my hand up to her face and wipe the tears away. Her green eyes look into my own as relief washes over her. I forbid you from ever getting shot again. A light chuckle escapes from my lips. Gladly. Trust me, I have no plans on anything like that anytime soon. Seeing that she's so upset over my injuries hits me right in the feels. Instant regret over our squabble washes over me. Ashley, about before. Before I can say anything else, the events proceeding as she beats me into it. I decided to see a therapist, just so you know. I've had episodes like this before, but this one was too much for me to handle. I never want to feel like that again, like I'm a failure. Even when part of me knows I'm not. I want to be strong for you. Ashley. You are strong. You are strong, Ashley. You're the strongest person I know. To go out and do what you do and express yourself so freely, that is a strength itself. I love you for you, no matter what, and that will never change. Thank you, Albert. I just want to be the best person I can be. I place my hand on hers and squeeze it tightly. You already are. Moving her hand slightly to her fingers intertwined, she squeezes it back.
Mind if I talk at you for a minute?
Yeah, please.
I've had too much time to think about everything while you were out. And I don't want you to ever feel the way I felt waiting for you to wake up. It was awful.
Uh-huh.
For so long, I struggled to accept myself. Who am I? Who will care about me if I don't fit the mold?
I do.
Why do I feel like I have to care? I let the pressure and insecurity wash over me. And when my costume wasn't up to my specifications, it broke me. I couldn't cope with all the emotions I had put on myself. I hit rock bottom there. And even though it may not seem like it, you helped me. And now I'm going to try and help myself.
I really didn't do that much. Besides, I feel like I pushed and prodded it a little too hard. Dealing with these emotions is difficult, and I apologize if I didn't give it its proper elegance and respect. I'm not the best at discussing things like that, either, and it took all of you dragging me out of the Waker-conspiracy for me to get out of my own depression. Honestly, you pushing the topic is exactly what I needed. I was able to look outside of myself and really see what's going on, and if I hadn't gotten to that point, I might not have made this decision. Seems like we're even then. You help me when I'm depressed, and I'll aid you in any way I can. Even Stevens. Let's continue loving each other fully and wholeheartedly. I never stopped. Not even once. Me neither. Well, I should let you rest. You need to heal. You're probably right. As she smiles and turns to leave, she gets 3 steps, stops, turns back around and faces me and rushes back. Leaning over, she places a kiss on my lips.
You are the best.
No, you're the best. Before you go, just know I'll continue to support you as long as I'm here.
And you're going to be here a long
Yeah, I'm not allowed to die.
time. Don't forget, no more gunfights.
I remember.
Okay, for reals, I'm leaving this time.
You're not going to. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. Seeing the person I care for the most was recently boon to my spirit. Now they can only do something about the food here. With my heart calm, my body finally tells me it's exhausted. I snuggle up to the covers and yawn to escape me. Just as I'm about to roll over, I drift off sleep. Another visitor drops me. It's like a little past visiting hours, but it was no small amount of dread and relief. I'm glad to see her. Mr. McFealty, the word, if you will. I dragged myself up on my pillow backrest, trying to put on a personal front, even if I'm in extreme pain. Okay, I should start by explaining of what happened today isn't exactly indicative of I should hope it was. It started to disguise itself in my face. What? It seems I misjudged your character, based on an initial unpleasant interaction, but what I saw today, clearly you are no fool, nor a coward. I let my need to protect my family override my better judgment. How absurd to paint everything you built at Retro Game Fun with a brush. All over such a small matter. I saw you selflessly throw yourself in front of a bullet. You didn't have to do that. You chose to do that. It's indicative of someone who isn't simply in this for the money, as so many of this industry are. In fact, you took a bullet for me. Despite my open hostility towards you, it seems very childish of me in retrospect, and I apologize. I suppose I've become a bit jaded of all these eager to cash in on arcade scenes. The larger scale arcades I have to review tend to be very impersonal and cold. So, you're impressed with our arcade. Well, let's not go that far. I can't say I was thrilled with the amount of mayhem and disaster that was going on even before the gang war broke out. But I will say I've only ever seen the amount of mayhem and disaster once before. It's highly unusual, to say the least. Last time I reviewed a small up-and-coming arcade similar to yours, everything went wrong. Everything. I wrote my review in the honest fashion. As a result of my scathing pen, the place was sold and closed down within a month. So to a notable figure in the industry. Wait, you don't mean... Yes. Dekonami. Such is this fate of an arcade which dares to stand up to him. Your prior business, the Funplex, only escaped being devoured by being far too small to be worthwhile. Sadly, your enthusiasm may have put it in his crosshairs, and if you cannot tidy up your reputation after today's affairs, Retro Game Fun will be next. Again and again, torn down by Dekonami. This time, he didn't even have the living figure. By pure coincidence, the Ghost Monster wrecked everything before he could exact revenge. All he has to do is swoop in and buy out what's left of our dreams. However, I've come to a decision. Given I was first-hand witness to your troubles, which was clearly not your fault, and given your willingness to put even your own life in line for your arcade, I'm going to tell my editor I need more time, that I want to return in 1 week to get more accurate and mature overview of your operations. 1 week, that's the best I can offer you. This is a difficult hole to climb out of, Mr. McFealty, even aside from earlier trouble, having a gang fight and shooting transpired at an arcade. Well, the press will feed on this. Even when I was the only press present and accounted for, they'll dig and they'll speculate and they'll chew on your bones. If your arcade survives the initial onslaught, I hope to write a proper review which can lay those concerns to rest. But I'll offer you no more second chances, no more reasonable doubts. Best foot forward when I return, or my readers will know the truth. Understood? Understood. That'll leave you to your recuperation. With a curt nod, she turns and leaves the room, leading me with my thoughts. 1 week. I've got exactly 1 week to completely rebuild our reputation and clear the good name of Retro Game Fun. Otherwise, it's game over for all of us. Clear level 7. You've cleared level 7 Arcade Spirits. A winner is you. Now let's see your scores. You're proven to be a gentle and sweet and compassionate soul. You've also scored 24,000 points. Woohoo! Now let's have that one last pizza fact. 60% Americans prefer meat topping on their pizza, while 32% vegetarian. Everyone loves different kinds of pizza and the place of beautiful thing. Do you want to save your game before proceeding to drumroll? The final level. Yes. Yes. Let me see my prizes. Yeah, see, this is all the randos we met. I met her, met her, did not meet her, did not meet him, did not meet him. So we are almost there. Oh, what the hell? Let's see. Maybe I'll code that later. But yes, we've completed another chapter. So the next episode will be our final stream of Arcade Spirits, and then we'll be jumping into Arcade Spirits New Challenger. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like what I do, as always, this is one of my favorite little romance dating games. I am so excited to play their sequel. I love their games so much. This is one of the primary games that I love because it's an indie studio, and I love their games to death. They have, I think, 2 other games. They've got New Challenger, and I think Penny Larceny, which is a villain dating game. Like I said, this whole series is going to go into one, like the Arcade Spirits playlist is going to be 1 and 2. Because it's just Arcade Spirits New Challenger. There's no reason we make a new playlist for that. Why don't you can jump from my first stream, from my redo, to my new one, to New Challenger. Thank you guys so much for watching. You guys like what I do. You guys can find me on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch. YouTube, I do videos Saturdays and Sundays. Saturday being my 2-hour-long night. Sunday being my hour-long night. You guys can follow me on Twitter. I do tweet Sundays, Mondays, and Wednesdays. Sunday being a quick TikTok and a post a Saturday's video. Monday being a TikTok and a post a Sunday's video. And then Wednesday being a quick post about what I'll be doing for the week ahead. You guys can follow me on TikTok. I do TikTok before I start streaming on Wednesday, followed by a highlight Thursday, a highlight Saturday, and a highlight Sunday. You guys can also follow me on Twitch. I do Twitch streaming Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesday being my 2-hour-long night, Thursday being my hour-long night. If you guys have any game recommendations, you guys can leave them in the comments below or whisper them to me on Twitch. If you guys like what I do, hit the subscribe button, that bell icon, that follow button, that notifications to get everything out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Goodbye!